think the first impact of agentic commerce happened a bit more than 1 year ago with two main elements. The first one is when OpenAI introduced in ChatGPT the search feature. I don't know if you remember it, but it was in October 2024, and they launched this feature enabling you to search whatever the information that was needed to have a relevant answer. And what happened at that period is that over a month, ChatGPT with this search feature captured 4% of the search market in the US. That's huge because that exactly represents the market share of what Bing had at that period of time after 1 decade of investment. So the first thing is a disruption, I would say, on the search market with Google, that is a dominant player that has captured like between 80 and 90% of the search market for more than 2 decades. And the second thing that happened and started with Perplexity in November 2024, that was the beginning of the agentic purchase for customer. I'm now able to search for a product, but not just discover the product, but also purchase the product on this platform. I think this is drastically changing two things. It's changing the way the customer are gonna get in relation with any retailers, brands, and sellers. Because of this disruption of the search market, they will no longer search for keyword on search engine and then get to your website where you have the opportunity to show to them like one page with 100 products. Now everything is more crisp and everything may happen for the discovery of the product on an AI platform or on an agent. People are going to search not anymore with 2 to 3 keywords, but more with 8 words, for example. And we see that this change is really happening and growing very fast, with now more than 37% that were searching with more than 8 words in April 2025, compared to only 4% of them in August 2024. So I think the first thing is how people will interact and will discover product. They may just remain on this platform. And the second thing is they are changing products differently, not 2 to 3 keywords, but more words to describe their needs and more richer content, but also more challenging for retailers because now they will have to match their intent and be in the top 3 position on this platform to be sure to be seen and to be sure to sell a product to their customers. So in this new environment, data accuracy is very critical. Why? Because as users are going to change the way they search, using more information about the intent and the problem, every retailers, every brand need to have richer data product content. So that's the first thing. They will need to have information about the context of use. If we just take a concrete example about how search is changing, today maybe I'm looking for a night blue dress, and that is something I'm going to search on a search engine. But with AI platform, they will know me based on the previous conversation, and I will be more willing to say, oh, could you help me to find a night blue dress for my cocktail business dinner on Friday? So concretely, if you want to be in these 3 positions, you will need to have this information in your product description to be sure to be matched. Ideal for business occasion. No one wants to go back like 15 years ago when you were still on e-commerce websites buying a product, then receiving an email saying the product is out of stock and you missed this interesting promotion for you. And that is something Agentic Commerce can only grow and satisfy customers if they leverage all the knowledge and the learnings from e-commerce over the past 2 decades. At Miracle, we have done a lot of research about what really richer data product content mean for LLMs. And what we've discovered is that they have different preferences. First, if they go on a website, they may have different preferences based on the positioning of the result of the search page. For example, Google is more looking at the product on the right, OpenAI is more in the middle, and that is something quite tricky. But the second thing is when we really go to the data product content, we realize that optimizing title and description can help you to improve of more than 17 points the products that are picked by this model. And each time a model is retrained, they have small preferences. So today it's not a static world. When you optimize for one model, you will optimize for all of them. Tomorrow, you will have to optimize for GPT-4.1, but when GPT-5 or GPT-5.1 is released, it's also an incremental opportunity to improve your data product content. So that is going to be more complex, but that is going to be also a big opportunity to increase your visibility on this platform. So beyond discovery, retailers, what they should anticipate is the ability to start to experiment fast on this platform. What they could expect also, it's a new era. So it's like in the mid-90s where we were not all working or not all remembering that period. But we had like big competition between Google, between Yahoo and other players. And so all the protocols also are going to change over time and the models are going to change over time. So our advice for retailers is work, as we were mentioning at the beginning, to have richer data product content that are matching more intent or problem-solving search on this agent and on this platform. So still capitalize on a good SEO strategy, but ramp up to have a GEO strategy. Secondly, we believe that there will be several players in the coming weeks, months, and years. So not only optimize for Google, but optimize for Google, OpenAI, and other, for example, specialist agents that are going to emerge. So we believe that the equation of commerce has always been good price, good service, and availability of product. What will make the difference is if you are able to showcase an estimated delivery date that is accurate, but at the same time, as you're going to update all these agents with the information that this product has been delivered, you will need to be sure you delivered the promise, because organic search may rely also about the true promise you have for the customer. What is important is not only just a lot of product, it's products that are well curated with a good pricing strategy. So retailers should start to experiment now for two reasons. The first one is to learn, to understand what is really changing. The second one is, I will give an analogy, like models, they have a memory. And if you start to input information about your brands outside your ecosystem, providing good data product content, it will be in the memory of the models. They are never retrained from scratch. It's like a kid. If you give them information that your brand or your e-commerce website is good and has good data product content, you can hope, like when you tell to your kids not to cross the street without looking if there is not a car that is coming, that you hope they will remember it as an adult. So it's exactly the same thing with LLMs. You can just hope that they will remember that your brands and your data product content is the best one, and they should prefer come to your website, come to your data product content than the one of your competitor. So the impact of AI is now real for any retailers or any brands. The first effects are happening since the beginning of 2025 and are growing fast. The first of all is customers are changing the way they search from 2 to 3 keywords for more words and more intent-driven needs. The second thing is your customers are starting to discover products and have all their information they need on this agentic platform. That's why it's important to invest on having content on your brands outside your ecosystem, on Reddit, on Wikipedia, on all of these channels. And the third one is we see that now shoppers are not only searching, we see that 60% are using AI at one step of another in their journey. But now with in the US with Perplexity, with also OpenAI, and all the agents are going to move on that, it's important to start to experiment as soon as possible to sell on this platform, but not just doing that point to point with all these agents, because this will not be a scalable strategy and it can be a technical complex integration, but more invest on an agentic layer to start to experiment and have in the hands of the business the ability to choose and to pick the right mix.